Hi everyone, and welcome to a short live here on Facebook about, health. But it's going to be about what I do personally in a day. And I'm not going to take you through this so that you can jump in and do this. That rhymed. This is more real talk about what detoxification is, how I live and why I can live like that, and how you can stretch if you want to, if you feel that this is the right path for you, if you feel that it's time to change something because what you're doing isn't working, or if you feel that it's time to explore what your body can do, or what real deep cleansing can do for your symptoms. And it's also about realizing in my world, there really is no diseases, and that might sound bold, but what I mean by that is there's only a set of symptoms, and the way I look at symptoms might be a little different than what you're used to thinking, because I look at them as signals from the body, very specific signals that something's going on, that it is signaling you to notice so that you can do better and start getting the crap out that's obstructing your health, and also that you can even realize what's going on. We walk around in life and we carry with us the hurts from the past, our childhood, God knows how many other lifetimes. We are unforgiving, filled with drama and fear. We're dimming our own light. On top of that, we're feeding our vehicle mucus forming crap filled with God knows what. Artificial everything. Even cooked food has altered chemistry. Even cooked food is looked upon in this amazing body, which is directly connected to nature, looked upon as foreign. Sure, we can get used to a lot of abuse, and we have in a sense, but then again, have we? Have we really? When we look at the world and look at what we're living, look at what we're doing, look at what we're creating, look about how we're feeling, what are we thinking? Are we thinking we're on the right path? Are we thinking we're doing something magnificent with this planet, with our bodies, with our technology? Are we doing something fabulous? Or are we destructing, self-destructing? And this is what I see, a body filled with symptom, giving you all the signals is really doing, self-destructing, in the sense that it just cannot keep on signaling us anymore. We need to take action. I listened to my body for years without caring about what it told me. It's not that I couldn't hear it. I just wasn't listening in the sense that I wasn't going to change for it. I looked at my body as being weak and sickly. And the world outside me, to be honest, was reflecting that belief in me. Everybody else was showing me the same thing. Oh, you can't go to all the parties anymore. You can't be all this for me anymore. You can't step up anymore. You can't do 14 things at the same time anymore. Oh, what's wrong with you? Again. So, to spread and shed some light on diet, of course, we start there. I'm a health and mindset coach. You know this, and you know the mindset's everything. Why? Because you can know everything you want about an apple, and this is what I brought you. I hope you can see this. I brought fruit. This is me in Norway, so I brought you the typical fruits that I eat in a day, and I'll talk about that. But this is the thing, you can know as much as anyone, maybe more than anyone, about an apple. But unless you're going to eat the apples, unless you're going to embrace what that means to know about the apple, because everybody knows about an apple a day, keeps the doctor away. There is a signal here. This has never been hidden. This is nature. It's hanging from the tree. And when it's ripe, it falls down, freely giving us the food from nature. This has everything you need, literally. Literally. It's perfect for human consumption. Our hands, our saliva, our digestive tract, everything about us tells us, if you want to go science, if you want to go that route, if you want to look for proof, well, there's the proof. And the other proof, you know where that is? In the pudding. I wasn't supposed to be even walking. I wasn't supposed to be even get out of my house. The diagnosis was grimmer than grimmest. Rheumatoid arthritis, ulcers, Lyme, with all the co-infections, ME, chronic fatigue is what they call it. Labels, labels, labels. But what are they? A set of symptoms that were telling me that, Hilde, what you've been living has finally caught up with you. And what was that living? It was living. It was what we're taught to live. High achiever, trying to fit in and pleasing everyone else, thinking success came in the form of the children, the house, the cars, the cottage, the boat, the relationships, being nice, the nice girl, toxic relationships. My passion was never at the forefront of my life, except I had a passion for life which saved me. Because when enough was enough and the shit hit the fan and the going got tough, I got tough and I got going. So I want to inspire you to do that. But this is why I say you can't just jump into a 100% fruit diet if you're coming from a sad diet. Why? Because you're so toxic. Your body might not be able to handle that. I wouldn't even say that that was safe. There's so many misconceptions out there about that. And people telling you that the body detoxifies anyway. You don't need to do it. Diet doesn't matter. It's okay to think that. It's okay to live it. But remember, you will live the consequence of that thought form. Look the other way and say, oh my God, what's going on? We have high vibrational food that we're designed to digest. People are losing their symptoms left and right, having marvelous lives, waking up to everything that's going on, taking responsibility and saying, hey babe, maybe you could look this way too. And that way we can transform together. Okay, so enough of that. See, this is where I always want to go. I end up with that. Now, let's look at my fruit. My day starts with lemon water. Why? Because it is highly alkalizing and it is the most, I would say, the most astringent fruit on the planet. Is it sour? Yeah. Acidic? Yeah. But it's alkalizing to the body. It leaves an alkaline ash in the body. So what I do 2 lemons in a glass of water. And how much water? I don't know. Probably 8 ounce plus, 8 to 16 ounces. That is an advice that I could say everyone could incorporate. No matter where you're at, no matter what you do, if your digestion can tolerate. And this is why I have clients from all over the world. We're not the same. See, we're all the same to the level of where if you open me up, I will look the exactly same as you on the inside. The only thing dividing us will be the state of our health, meaning our weaknesses and how congested we are. But motorically, nerve-wise, all the organ, everything is the same. Doesn't even matter the blood type. And who cares about the blood type? We're all the same. The processes are all the same if we're healthy. But we're not, are we? And our weaknesses are different. That's why we need different things. You can't take one person with crazy low adrenals that can hardly breathe, hardly digest anything, hardly has enough energy to walk to the bathroom. You can't put that person in a sauna for 45 minutes. Another person would thrive on that. So what does that mean? Is sauna good or is sauna bad? It just is. Saunas are amazing, but nothing is for everyone all the time. So you need to start slow from where you're at. You need guidance if you're not going to educate yourself, okay? 1 out of 2 is what I always said. I educated myself, crazy. Not only did I get my degrees, but it was my passion. I read and I listened. 16 to 18 hours a day, year in and year out. It was my passion and my mission. And that's not for everyone, and I get that. That's when I want you to step up and get some guidance. Okay, I start with lemon water. Then, what do? Well, for the last, I don't know, it's been a while. I do my celery juice. I love celery juice. I love it more now than I did. Do my clients love celery juice? Yeah. I prescribe it to many of them. Not all of them, but many. So you have to start slow if you're going to do the celery. It's medicine. It's an herb. It's not a vegetable. It's an herb, and it's medicine, and it's going to be really good for your GI tract and your liver in particularly. Filled with salts, filled with sodium. So if you ever wonder where you're going to get your stuff, where you're going to get your amino acids or your salts, look no further. Okay, so that's what I do. Then, personally, I like to take it up a notch, and I also do pure cucumber juice. Now, this is great, and what I often prescribe to clients that cannot handle the celery juice. Then I will go to the cucumber juice instead. A lot of the same properties, really soothing, really healing, high in nutrients, high in water, obviously, high in collagen forming. I mean, this is your hair, your nails, your skin right here. It's not more complicated than that. Okay, that's what I do. Now, then, I don't have, okay, so it's over there, but I do have these. Then I do my OJ. This is like the best, this is my staple. I could probably thrive on just orange juice. But I'll do my orange juice. I'll do my 32 ounce every single day. And yeah, personally, I mean, I could then, after that, snack on grapes. I could have an apple. But most of my days, I've now gone to a phase where personally, and you see, this is what I see happen. The longer you allow your body to clear out the crap that's on the inside, the less you're actually going to need. And I spend my days on juices until the late afternoon. So the juices and the lemon water and the celery and the cucumber and the orange juice, that's going to take me way into the afternoon. That's when I start my my smoothies, and I'm sitting here looking at this because I want to hold everything up, but I don't have to, right? You know what it looks like. Then I go for my smoothie, and I do a typical afternoon smoothie. People ask me, what do you put in your smoothie? What do you put in your smoothie? Well, I've ended up falling in love with parts of the medical medium's heavy metal detox smoothie. So I want to give credit for that because that was the idea where it came from. I'm not a big banana person, so I'm not going to do bananas in my smoothie. For me, everything just tastes bananas, and if I'm going to do bananas, it's going to be banana ice cream and ice cream. So what I do typically 2 large mangoes in my smoothie. I do 1 whole pack of strawberries. Now, during winter, I have to do the frozen, but they're organic and they're wild. And for me, I'm so lucky, they're wild foraged. During summer, I freeze crazy amounts of berries. This is how I can stay on this lifestyle and thrive in my life in a northern climate. Thank God for the freezer. Now, what would happen in a natural setting where there would be no freezer? I don't know. And you know what the thing is? I would figure it out. We would figure it out. Let's now go with what we have and then take it from there, okay? Because life is precious. And I plan ahead because my life is precious. Why? I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother, and I want to be the best for them too. I want to be the best to be in service for you. So I make it my business to plan ahead, to make sure that I've outsourced everything that I need, and that I've also done my part in ensuring that it's going to be a successful winter. I mean, I can go to the grocery store here in Norway all winter long and get a lot of fruits, but I strive to keep organic. So I do have to spend some time outsourcing and planning, and I do it gladly because I'm worth it, and so are you. I mean, this is my priority, and this is why I've gotten to where I'm at with my health. It's because I made it, number one, my business, and I made it my priority. That's why you can't scream at everybody else around you demanding they make you their priority. Some might not. Walk away or take your energy back to you. You have to make yourself your priority. And then your children, of course. If you're a mother or a father with children that are under the age of adult and needs you, then that's a very high priority on top of yourself. But remember, first you, so that you are able to serve. Okay, so in my smoothie goes that one. I make 2 smoothies, to put it that way. I make 2 huge smoothies, and those are the ones that I eat on top of my juices. And they mostly consist of 2 large mangoes each. It could be 3 to 4 medjool dates. I love them. Then a pack of blueberries, or it could be black currants, red currants, other berries that I have frozen in my freezer, but I do get in a lot of blueberries. I do love them. I'm not so good with the strawberries for some reason. So that could be, for you, maybe different. Then, what do I put in? Well, I put in my magic potions. Now you can do any powders. You could, I do put some herbs in there from time to time. Some ashwagandha I could put in there. Could be some lemon balm I put in there. Then, okay, here is that. This, I didn't have like a full, and I didn't clean this out, but this is what I'm using right now. I wanted to show you. This is, okay, can you even see this? Yeah, so this is my green powder. This is herbs, 100% dried herbs that I dry during summer, during the season, and I have it all winter. So I pick the herbs, and they're typically dandelion, ground elder, stinging nettle, plantain, clover, could be leaves from strawberry, from raspberry bushes, could even be some burk leaves in there. The ones that are on my trail are the ones that I pick. I dry them in my dehydrator. You can just put them out on sheets of paper. And then when they're dried, I grind them into powder because I can store much more that way. And then I have a full teaspoon of that into the smoothie that I put my powders into, just once a day. Then, here's the magic. Oh, and I have some apples and pears. Just to show you, apples and pears, they're just so common, especially in northern countries. It's just like, you don't even think of them as magic. They are magic. And so is it, grapes. If you can get organic grapes, like I got organic grapes right now, I'll snack on them. Now, look at this. A rose by any other name. This is magic. These are rosebuds. Aren't you amazed? You've probably seen me put pictures out. Are you amazed about the color? I mean, this was picked months and months ago, and they've just been sitting here dry. I take a pinch of these. Yeah, I do. Right into my smoothie. Still living. They're amazing. So calming for the nervous system. Bringing life. Then, here's the thing. Here's what I really wanted to show you. And I want to inspire you. And I want you to stick with me until come spring. Well, actually, in the membership site, we do have a course about how I did all of this. Because I had them with me last summer when I was picking fresh. You might remember all the pictures of the flowers. Edible flowers. Look at this. This is edible flowers that are dried, okay? And we're talking clover, we're talking daisies, pansies, I didn't even know, dandelion, I don't even know all the names like right here in my head. But yeah, those are the important ones. and I dry them. Those I actually just dried on my counter because they dried so quickly. It was just over a day or two they were dried, and I just kept going. Like every day I went out walking, I came home with more flowers. I put them in on a tray, and then I kept on putting them away as they dried, knowing that this would be gold during winter. And yes, it really is. So I put that also in my smoothies. You see, I'm fueling myself with so many aspects of nature. I'm using the fruits, which were designed to eat, for my caloric intake, my calories. And then I'm using nature as a wild woman, which we need to step up to, by the way. We need to go back into the wisdom and the knowledge that we have about nature and how it is our ally and how where the medicine is and how we can feel safe there and find healing and nurturement through grounding, walking barefoot, hugging a tree, doing, gardening, harvesting, foraging. So this is what I put in my smoothie, and this is what I eat. And there's no restrictions around that. If I wanted something else, I would eat it. This is the thing. Changing your diet is not about changing what you eat. It's about changing who you are, in the sense of it's about becoming who you are, closer to who you were meant to be, to your potentials, so that you can open up to your passion. And do you know that most of the time, if you're hurting, if you're not in perfect health, there are aspects of you that have probably been told your whole life that there's something with you that's just too much for others, that there's something that is not good about you or likable, or that you should do different. The thing is, most likely, or a lot of the time, that's actually where your strength is. Where your strength is, which should be cultivated. So what I am looking at is the potentials that are in the whole shift that's going on now. But hey, peeps, if you're still drinking milk, if you're still eating a lot of processed food, coffee, alcohol, salt, gugging down oils, by the way, I wouldn't mix fat with this at all. I wouldn't mix one piece of fat with this. Why? The fat's the thing. You want blood sugar to raise? Put the fat in. You want diabetes? Put the fat in. The fat is inhibiting the sugars from the fruit, natural sugars, fruit sugars. It goes right to your cells, your brain, everything. Without the sugar, we die, literally. If you put fat in, you inhibit that uptake into the cells. Then we get into trouble. So that's something I would not do at all. And these are the things that can be tricky when you're not educated and you're not following a program that's outlined by someone with experience. And this is where I see myself now. And I need to step more up. Me too. I need to step more up to what I have to offer and what I can contribute. Because I have been on a raw diet for 14 years or close to. And I've been eating mostly fruit for around 8 years. Now, there's a lot of experience in that. And I think it's valuable information that we're rewriting history by being pioneers through walking away from the pain, saying, I am not doing this anymore. I want to make positive changes for me and my family. I am worthy. I am no longer going to be suffering. I am no longer going to look at myself as a victim. I don't care if it's winter where you're at or if it's summer. You can always make positive changes. Okay, so I hope this helped. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me. But as you usually see from me, I don't like to talk about my own diet, because I even remember when I went on my 3-month juice fast, so many people wanted to follow what I was doing, thinking that they would get the health benefits that I was getting from it. But you have to remember, you have to be ready for that start. You have to be ready to start first. And not everyone can just start, sign up for the Olympics and not expect to literally ruin your body trying to keep up with everyone that's been training for so long. I've been training so long for this that I have all the tools, and this is why I can guide you. I've been there, literally been there, time and time and time again. Is it easy? No. Can it be painful to cleanse? Yes. That's another video that we need to talk more about. People need to know what's going to happen. I am amazed at how much information you take in about what to do and then know nothing about what to expect, telling me that the authorities or the way showers or teachers or people like me have not been real enough with you, not enough focused on what's really going on. And I could just say this as a closing, but my new course, How to Detoxify the Right Way, that works for everyone, is coming out in February. It's an audio sequence, so you can listen. It's where I talk about all of this. We need to have a serious talk about what this is, because if you're not prepared for that, you're not going to stay the course, or you're not going to understand what happens. Knowledge is power, although it's not real power until you put it into action. Right? Right. So you can start with lemon water, you can start with celery juice, you can make yourself a beautiful orange juice, you can make yourself some apple juice, you can keep it simple. You can make yourself a fruit bowl for lunch. You can start by doing every breakfast saying fruit. Like, I want to do watermelon for breakfast. Beautiful. That's all you need to do. Just step into it. I wish that for you, because you deserve it. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll be back soon, and have a beautiful day wherever you're at, and God bless.